Hi, everybody. Bob Sokoler, Sokoler team over at Remax Properties East. We help a lot of people both buy and sell homes. We also have a radio show, a show that takes your questions via email because we are dealing with COVID right now. Takes the questions and we ask our team answers. We recently had a question about home inspections, and that went to our home inspector, Brad Lawler. Brad, Shelley is reading that, and I didn't know this. January is Radon Awareness Month, Brad. That's true. Huh?
It is, yeah.
She says she doesn't know much about radon levels or what they are in her house, but she's wondering if one of those kits you can get in the hardware stores is worth using to test and to find out.
Yeah, you can use for a homeowner, you can use one of those radon test kits in your home. They're relatively inexpensive. The good thing about it is that, they don't cost a lot and no one's tampering with it. Of course, we don't use those in real estate transactions because of the timing of the test. Those home kits are going to have to actually be left in place for at least 7 days, but they're accurate, low cost. Send them off to the lab. They'll get the results in a few weeks. So for a homeowner, it's a good way to check. But what is radon? Yeah, it's a big celebration for the home inspectors and the radon mitigation companies in January. I'm not exactly sure why it's Radon Awareness Month, but it is. Radon, we know, is a odorless, tasteless, colorless gas. It's a radioactive gas that comes into your home. It's the leading cause of lung cancer for non-smokers. The problem is that every home is built a little bit differently, so you don't know what your radon level is unless you measure it. So a radon test is can be done by a homeowner as part of a real estate transaction. The home inspector or a radon company would do the testing for you.
Two caveats.
And very common in Kentucky.
It is.
Level, yeah, we are the highest level according to the EPA. So about 53% of the homes, according to the EPA, have elevated levels of radon in them here in the area.
Nice stat. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and we should also point out that Brad mentioned it's the leading cause of lung cancer among non-smokers, but it's also the second, am I right? Second leading cause of cancer among smokers.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Yeah, and so it's a terrible thing. It's unfortunate. We sit over a bed of limestone. If it's porous, if the limestone is porous under your home, chances are it's going to percolate up into cracks and crevices beneath the foundation and into the house.
Yeah, and if your house is more than 20 years old, or you've lived in your house more than 20 years, you probably never tested, because we only started testing about 20 years ago. So
they probably don't have mitigation systems in there to boot because they were looking for it.
Exactly right. So a lot of folks are surprised when they go to sell and we find elevated levels of radon in their homes. So it's probably a good idea to, if you have lived in that house for more than 20 years, go ahead and do the self-test, just so you know.
And generally basements, crawl spaces, and then I guess if you're on a slab, if you have poor ventilation, that could be.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, and it depends on what part of the city you're in too. Some areas are, higher readings than the other parts of the city, but it varies from house to house, even in those areas that have high levels.
Okay, so you're aware of it, folks. Hopefully you can try the test at home kit. We don't know what they cost, do we? By chance?
They're probably under $25.
Okay.
And then, that whatever the lab fee is, probably another $35.
The second thing I wanted to point out is I would suggest highly that anybody who does testing does not do installs. There's a conflict of interest there. You should hire somebody who doesn't do an install. In other words, they just simply do testing. So thank you, Brad. You do a great job as always. And you can reach me if you're looking to sell a home. You can reach out to me directly. Call me at 502-376-5483. I'll come out. We'll set up a plan and get you sold and onto your next house. And speaking of getting onto your next house, we have some 12-plus agents who are ready to help you find your next home. All you need to do is give me a call at 376-5483. I'm Bob Sokoler. Thanks for watching.